What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Mardu, or rather I guess a Rakdos Splash White Lurrus standard deck. And now this deck is very greedy, but it's also very good at just completely demolishing your opponent. It's basically the new mono red with how much damage it can deal and how quickly it can deal it and all that good stuff. Now, before we go and hop into this deck tech or deck breakdown, as always, of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. But instead of, shouting out myself for all that good stuff today, instead we're going to be shouting out Greedy Magic, a YouTube channel that has just recently started up, and they're actually the ones where I found this deck at. They literally have like 3 videos. It's 2 guys, and they just reached Mythic, but they also just won the Hooklandia Open. So these 2 guys are like actually tearing shit up with their decks, and it's nice, they've got a good vibe on their channel. It's very chill, it's very relaxed, and yeah, we're gonna be playing one of their decks today. So down in the description, as well as down on the first comment, you should see a link to their channel. I recommend you click on it, go over there, check them out. Toss a sub if you like what you see, and check out their newer videos. So on into what they're actually gonna be showcasing us, right? I don't know. Anyways, on into their deck. Now it does run standard Cat Oven because, well, let's be real, ladies and gentlemen, Cat Oven's still one of the best aggro, well, I say aggro, it's one of the best aggro slash mid-range combos in standard right now. Even in historic, Jun Lurrus is tearing shit up. So Cat Oven obviously is a great base. Serrated Scorpion, this card has quickly become a top favorite of everyone since Ikoria has dropped because, well, it deals 2 damage, you gain 2 life, it's a great sack outlet, it's only 1 mana, it works with Lurrus. It's really quite awesome, actually. Moving us along, we have 4 copies of Mire Triton. At first I was a little skeptical of this, but then you think back on it, and it's actually really good because 1, it mills you more cards for Lurrus to play, 2, it mills you more cards for Call of the Death Dweller to play. Next up, we have the ever so awesome Robber the Rich, and they do have 4 copies in their deck. I don't have 4 copies of Robber, so I think I swapped out a copy of Robber for something. Oh, maybe Mire's Grasp. I don't think their deck actually has Mire's Grasp in it, but I know Mire's Grasp is fantastic with Lurrus, so that's what I've decided to swap out for the 4th copy of Robber the Rich. Moving us down, we have 4 copies of Dreadhorde Butcher, another great one with Lurrus. It can come back, it can get really big, and as well, you can use things like Heartfire, sacrifice it, deal the damage from the Butcher, and deal 4 damage with Heartfire, which is one of the main reasons why this deck does so great, right? Heartfire, sacrifice, target creature or planeswalker. We don't have any planeswalkers, so we're going to be sacrificing a creature, and then Heartfire deals 4 damage to any target. So you imagine sacrificing your Scorpion, you're going to deal 2 damage here, and then 4 damage here, so 6 total damage to your opponent's face, all for only 3 mana, and that's given that you play both these 2 in 1 turn, right? So Heartfire, excellent card, really helps boost you up to that victory. And then next we have Call the Death Dweller, which, is in almost every Lurrus deck that can afford to play it, right? That way you can actually get your Lurrus back, you can get your other creatures back, all that good shenanigans. And last but not least, the Splash of White, if you want it in your deck. If not, just go Rakdos, it's not a huge deal. But Chance for Glory, this card is... it's interesting in this deck. I've never seen a deck actually utilize this card so well and be able to play this card, win the game, and not just have it be, oh, look at me, I'm using Chance for Glory simply because I'm that far ahead, right? This deck actually utilizes this card to pull out some surprising victories that your opponent really isn't ready for. So that's going to pretty much do it for the deck tech or deck breakdown. Once again, I would like to remind you all, Greedy Magic, check them out down in the first comment or down in the description below. Awesome channel. Now we're going to go and hop right into our matches. Alrighty, Pafal, 1219, going to be our next foe, and hopefully we'll play with our heads screwed on straight this time. It's not over the top good. Generally, I don't actually like seeing Chance for Glory. Chance for Glory is one of those cards that I like to draw into when it's just very perfectly there, But we do have Witch's Oven, we do have Mire Triton, so it could be alright. We're up against Kroxa Fires. Ugh. Might should have traded. Well, double ovens. Double ovens is certainly nothing to sneeze at. If we get a cat on this next turn or something along those lines. Ooh. I was going to say it's going to be very hard not to go Witch's Oven into, whatever other thing is. But I guess we'll go ahead and go with the Mire Triton. We can get down other oven here in a second. So Mire Triton and a land going to the graveyard for us. I actually really wanted that land. And a Brazen Borrower. Starting this game out fun. Okay. I understand you're angry at the world. But, chill. Just chill. We're stuck on 2 lands. They already have a Tef down. I'm going to say this is a loss. I'm going to say this is a hard loss. Now, of course, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. But if I was a betting man and I was looking at this, I would say we're probably up Shit's Creek. Without a paddle. And rapids are coming. They're fastly approaching.
Consider the future, then strike.
Alright. Narset doing Narset things, removing our Scorpion. Yep. At least they didn't gain life off of it, you know. It could always be worse. Do we want to hit them with the Kroxa? I mean, I really got to get that T-Fairy out the way, right? Unfortunately, that was red mana, so it's not like we were able to double cast things, which is rather unfortunate, but getting down the Witch's Oven, I guess, is a big enough benefit.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Let me help you practice.
Another Brazen? I almost want to just sack it. Alright, gets rid of that Brazen completely. I think that's worth it. I think we want to be getting rid of their creatures. A whole lot easier for me to get mine back, right? We'll see. Playing down the other Borrower. Ooh. Ooh. I just need 1 land. Just need 1 more land. Well, we're at an awkward positioning here. I could throw in the Butcher. If I do throw in the Butcher, kills Brazen, and then what? No, because Brazen can't block, right? So I could throw in the Butcher, take Teferi down to 2, but probably Narset us. This is such an awkward positioning with the mana. Let our opponents know that we are thinking. We're making progress to a degree. I think we got to go for the Butcher here.
Don't make another move.
Not super stoked about the Narset being where she is, but yeah, because here's the thing, they can still remove our Butcher with the Narset, and yeah, we won't be able to take out the Teferi. Do we take out the Borrower though? Do we miss out on that extra point of damage to try to or do we just kill the Narset? Just straight up get rid of her. Lord knows she's a bitch. But we're only at 3 mana, and I have absolutely 0 way to get through to that Teferi come next turn. So if I don't pop him here, he will get to bounce whatever I play. Mire's Grasp can always kill the Borrower, so I'm not too worried about that. I think we do just take out the Narset. It's a guaranteed kill to where the Teferi, we could just be tickling him, you know? Who knows? But Narset getting her off the field, I think that's good. Alright, and our opponent's getting down Karuga, just paying it straight out. Hey, kitty cat. God damn it, I need some black mana. Game, listen. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Or some other popular saying like that. Cat's fun because it turns off the Kroxa. I mean, Teferi can bounce one Witch's Oven, but that's not the end of the world, right? Can't bounce Cat because I'll just sack it with Witch's Oven and then it's fine. All right, so they +1 on Tef.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Good old Sphinx. I gotta say, this game becomes increasingly difficult when playing with 3 mana for the entirety of it. Alrighty. And of course, this is only fun because I have another oven and I have a lot more food. So even if they have removal, it won't be real removal. Now, the unfortunate thing about the Kroxa Fires deck is the fact that the Cavaliers and the Kennies, of course, give trample. So eventually this whole cat blockage won't work so well. I think I am going to go ahead and try to maximize our damage here. They do have 2 mana left up, but I highly doubt it's instant speed exile spell. If anything, it's probably a Bone Crusher, just in case we try to get down our Lurrus. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, like, we have food backed up for days. Okay. Alrighty. So this is where we're at. This is what's happening. I don't think I can keep bleeding that much damage up top there, so I mean we gotta get rid of it, right? And that's about all we can do. Yikes. What's really sad is how little progress our opponent has made given how little we have, right? Anyways, again, the beauty of having 2 ovens is the fact that I can use this oven now and it won't hurt us too much, right? I can play the cat back down, still have the other Witch's Oven to proc on it. Alright, so they're bouncing both ovens back to hand. If I sack cat and get rid of it, nah, we're resolving that.
Goes nothing.
This way, even if they have more removal, we can get cat back for the block against Kroxa. Right? Alright, so we're going down to 22. Ooh, wait a minute. Did they make a mistake here? Also, by the way, P.S. That's getting shocked in for damn sure. Definitely want at least 1 Witch's Oven down. I think what we're gonna go ahead and do here is swing in here to here. Oh, you fool! You've left your Teferi unguarded. Alrighty. So to avoid the future inevitable Red Knight thing, Cavalier. There it is. I do want to get down to Kroxa. Like that is something I want to do. So I can play a Kroxa plus other Witch's Oven plus Serrated Scorpion, and I think that's what we should do here. This will make him discard. Got rid of a land. Ooh, that means that their other 2 cards in hand have got to be spicy. I don't know what that voice is. Don't ask me, okay? Don't ask me. So Sphinx is doing a little scry. Ooh, you'd never like to see 1 to the top with a Sphinx. Oh, maybe it was a land. Alright. Maybe it was a land. Alright, so they're just swinging in with their flyers. Nope, they're swinging in with everything. Right, well, show you a little trick with the cat oven. Why are you asking me am I sure or not? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I wanted to do that. Why didn't I sack the cat, you ask? Well, I'm fairly confident they have some removal at some point. Maybe not. I could be wrong, of course. Lord knows I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Oh, maybe they don't. I was gonna say, but if they do have more removal, then leaving the other oven up is actually better for us. But since they don't have anything, we'll go ahead and play it out here. And you say, Chance, how do you know they don't have anything? Well, nothing's triggering. So, yeah, pretty easy way to tell. Now, like I said, I do want to get the Kroxa down, and that'll cause them to discard whatever else they have in hand if I do that. But then we're only left with 2 mana that I can't really do anything with. But we do have a solid body that then bodies the Kroxa Bone Crusher, and they can't really board wipe us without board wiping themselves. So I think that might be the thing we want to do here. If I go Lurrus, I'm gonna have to shock in that land. I'm gonna have 3 mana to get something back. And get a Mire's Grass back and take out their Brazen, I guess. I need 1 more card. No, I don't want to get rid of all my 1-drops. I'm gonna get rid of Butcher. Alright, so they're not gonna lose any life here. Oh, they are. They had another land. Wow, that's curious. That's very curious. Alright, so we're gonna throw that down tap next to combat. Let's see. If I swing in, we're guaranteed dealing 1 damage. They're going down to 4. Scorpion dies, deals 2. Cat can sack 2 more times. I don't know if this is lethal or not. I might be miscalculating by 1. Let's see. Three, sack this, deals 2, they're down to 1. Yeah, I was off by 1. But in the same manner, now they can't kill my cat, otherwise I just bring the cat right back and they die in that instant, right? So they can't swing in with their ground creatures at all. They have 7 damage in the sky. I guess if they had a Cavalier, they might could finish us. I don't know the damage numbers on it. I don't really feel like calculating it up unless, of course, they have it. Ah, good old Deafening to put lifelink on all their creatures. Pretty much the only thing they needed there in the end. So we'll block like so. And they'll gain a ton of life, right? Back up to 17. That's certainly a feels bad kind of thing. Oh, and then a Bone Crusher to get rid of our Kroxa. To top it all off. And then they play Bone Crusher down. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. For them, not for us. Alright, so we get Lurrus down. We pretty much have to. We gotta start playing to our suits here. Thinking we go Mire's Grasp on the Brazen. But at the same time, we need some kind of blockage for the Giants. Because obviously Lurrus can't block. So I tell you what, we're going to go for the Mire Triton. Yeah. Another Mire Triton gaining 2 life. Seems good. We'll end our turn on that note. Yeah, so that Deafening Clarion was like pretty timely. Also, you never like seeing someone, yeah, top deck, like scry to the top when they're top decking. That's just not good. So we're more than likely going to lose here. Let's see, 4, 7, 11, 15, 20. They have 20 damage here, and I can only block 4 and heal for 3. So, I mean, yeah, we actually can take this, but it's going to cost us our Lurrus, which is basically our ability to win. So, yeah, you know, no biggie. No biggie. I guess it doesn't really matter in which order we block here. And it's actually more beneficial to us, rather than just taking the damage with the cat, to get it back down twice, right? Of course, I guess I should have done this before they attacked, and then I'd still have it as a blocker. Yikes. So, could have prevented 3 extra bits of damage there instead of just that little bit that I did. Alright. Butcher. Well, Butcher plus Chance for Glory isn't anywhere near fast enough. We can get down Kroxa plus Butcher, but we can't take out their Sphinx. That's the GG part, right? Because we can take out the Borrower, we can block the Giant. You know, we have an answer for everything else. It's just the Sphinx. Can we live through the Sphinx some way, though? Like, if I play Kroxa down, yeah, we can tap Cat and gain... Yeah. Okay, so we still have this. We still have this, right? So, Kroxa. At this point, I think we are getting rid of everything over there. Oh no, that only gains us 1 life, huh? Next to combat. Do you swing him with both? Definitely swing in there. You have to get rid of the Borrower. You have to have the 4 health. I don't think it's possible. Oh yeah, certainly not with the Tef. Alright, that's GG. Well, Kusujo? Surely that's it, right? And it's all caps, so it's like they're angry. We get to go first. That's fantastic. That's certainly a change of pace. Now if we can just draw decent mana, we'll be in a better boat than we've been in the past 2 games, right? Now, I know this deck's good, so I'm not worried about the validity of the deck. Sometimes, you know, you just get a rough start to it. And we played really bad that first game, so we kind of deserved that loss. Alright, so we can either go for the Butcher and hope to get the swing in, or we can go for Robber and hope to steal something. I think Butcher is better. We definitely want to get rid of the Fox sooner rather than later, so if they don't block it here, we can, of course, Witch's Oven. But if they do, well, we're getting rid of the Fox. So, either which way, we're fine. They are going to go ahead and block. And we toss the Butcher into the face. That's pretty much all there is to it. Now, of course, we hope they don't play something along the lines of a Draenith Healer or the Valiant Rescuer this turn. And they do, which is fine. It's fine. Would I rather have Mire Triton or Robber of the Rich? Given Robber of the Rich can't necessarily get in, I kind of want to go for the Mire Triton. But at the same time, Robber of the Rich forces them to trade with their Rescuer, whereas Mire Triton doesn't. Or they could not. They could choose not to trade with their Rescuer, which is a little risky. So then you're leaving our Robber alive for another turn. We're just going to keep exiling stuff, which you don't want to see in a cycling deck, right? So, decisions. Now, on the bright side, we are sitting at 4 mana, which means if we can draw one more, we'll have enough to go Lurrus into something like a Dreadhorde, which would be nice, right? They are going to take the trade there. Why am I not using my Witch's Oven? Because I'm a dunce. I don't know. I really don't know. Draenith Healer coming down for our foe, and then of course they're going to cycle one card to, you know, gain that life. Do as they should. Yeah, I mean we can go Mire Triton into Heartfire. It doesn't matter in which order you do it, right? Call it the Depth Dweller. You don't like seeing that getting thrown in the graveyard. That's certainly not what you want. I don't think I go for the Heartfire here either. Like, Draenith Healer is annoying, but it's definitely not getting in any damage. If it heals them, so what? You know, I think Heartfire is better saved for a later date. Although on the other hand, if we get rid of their Draenith Healer here, they're pretty much not going to have anything left, given they're not playing a Lurrus version. And it means that next turn we get down Lurrus, Serrated Scorpion, we're set up pretty well. Of course, this is instant speed anyway, so the biggest fear I have here is, I guess, them just gaining 3 life. So it's probably better to wait. Probably better to wait. And they just shocked that in. I wonder... Alright, well, I made the wrong move then. Should have definitely killed it. If they'd have had another creature come down, sure, would have been fine. But since they don't... Well, drawing that land was very convenient. That's certainly nice. Alright, so we throw Robber at him. Butcher results in the same thing, right? Because they're going to block out the Robber with the Healer for sure. And Butcher they would block out as well, which kills the Healer. But Robber gives us a chance to steal stuff, so that's why we play Robber. Now, question is, do they actually defend with their Healer? Maybe not, because they might actually defend. They might actually value gaining the life over losing, you know, cards plus life here. And it does seem to be the case. And of course, since it's a cycling deck, we want to try to get rid of as much of their creatures as possible, especially since they don't have Lurrus, right? We really just want to make sure we're not getting flared in the face 2 turns back to back. That's always the worst feeling. They're being very specific with their tapping there, and I wonder what that's about. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, bum. I wonder if they're going to get down another creature, because swinging in with their Dreadhorde Healer means that I just get to swing in with my Lurrus, and surely 2 isn't worth 3, right? Like, surely not. Surely, surely, surely. Ah, go for blood on the Lurrus. Well, if I sack our Lurrus, then we just don't get to remove their creature. I think this is fine, actually. We let it happen. We just let it happen. We didn't get the robber to stay as well. We have 2 Heartfires, so seems good. Seems decent, at least. And hey, if nothing else, we're stealing their cards, so, you know, that's good. Yeah, I think I'm fine to go for a memory leak here. Let's see what you got. Oh, you got 2 flares. That's cute. That's a cute one. Let me just yoink one of those real quick, you bastard. They're about to double flare us. They're about to back-to-back flare our asses. Alright, so they're going diving for another flare, of course. Oh, we're just drawing out lands. This is not good. I think we do go ahead and go for the Heartfire, fling the Scorpion into the Fox. Swing in here. Oh, Boon of the Wishgiver. We might wanted to have waited on taking out the Fox, huh? Alright, so we'll get the Rescuer for our Robber. I can use Go for Blood here if I want to trade out their token for our Mire Triton. I don't think so. I don't think that's exactly good. Alright, another Fox coming down for our foe. Now the unfortunate thing is it's only a matter of time before they draw into the flare, right? Which is certainly going to be unfortunato. Oh, they're actually playing their Stinger. That's smart since they don't know if they'll hit another flare like sooner or later, you know? Ooh. Robber here is really good. I think what we do is we toss Robber. Call it good. We don't want to swing in quite yet. So they drew their other flare. Oh, don't be too obvious there, Mr. Opponent. You might just give it away. Jeez. Alright, well, if they drew their flare, I'm fine to survive one flare. It's the double flare that kills us, right? Yeah, and there's literally nothing we can do about it either, so... Fun! Fun, fun. Zenith Flare. Fun, fun, fun. It's really actually a terrible deck, too. Alright. So yeah, I do still think we lose here. I think they drew their other flare, and just come end of our turn, they're going to show us their full wrath. No? Still no flare. I mean, they're getting to the point where they can almost just use one flare, right? What is going on with our opponent? Alright. So we're gonna get down the kitty cat to try to, again, offset this flare happening. Kroxa. Well, we only have one bit of red mana, so... You know, it is what it is. And yes, I should have Witch's Oven the Kroxa there. Alright, well, now we're kind of on a timer for the fox as well. Granted, we can continue to block the fox with the cat. If we ever miss, or they ever get another footfall, they can throw trample on it. And they're really nowhere near death, given the fact that they have, yeah, 21 random life they can gain. Tell you what, if we keep seeing these fucking cycling decks, we're gonna throw some shit in specifically for them. I hate to pay life, but we literally have to. Literally have to. If we could make them discard the flare, that'd be great, but I don't think we're going to get to that point. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Y'all know what that means, don't you? If they discarded one flare, of course. It means that they had another. Now, the crappy thing is the fact that they have 22 cards in their graveyard. I don't know that all of them have cycling, because obviously this one doesn't, right? So they I'm sure can't do 23 damage this turn. But I know they're getting close. I know they're getting close. If we can pull this game out, though, I'd be super happy. Zenith Flare to the face. Are we surprised? Not really. Not really whatsoever, actually. Yes, I do still have a Kroxa. No, you cannot get through him. Alright, so they only have one more flare in deck, but they only have 26 cards left in deck, so, like, they're gonna find their flare. I don't know if I said flare or Kroxa there, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I mean. Cool. We should go in full control here. Alright, so So, oh right, because the legendary thing, I didn't get to use Witch's Oven. Alright. Pretty much on a timer here, so we have to start cracking them if we want to win. If they hit anything like a Go for Blood, trample damage, it's pretty much over. Pretty much over. Of course, I guess we can use Witch's Oven if they hit a Go for Blood. Bring our cat right back. That's probably what they hit, right? They're trying to figure out some way that they can use their Go for Blood and we won't use our oven. But like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. They choose to just cycle it. The smart move in the end. Now, given they, excuse me, given that they drew another Go for Blood, our best course of action here is to wait until the absolute end of their turn. Nope, Valiant Rescuer. All right. Well, then we're fine to go ahead and play down this kitty cat, and we're staying at 4. Ooh, Heartfire. Now the unfortunate thing is we can't play Heartfire and play this Kroxa down if I wanted to do that. Can't say I do want to do that, but I definitely want to Heartfire their Flourishing Fox before they get the chance to keep making it bigger. I do want to swing in with the Kroxa, but they're not going to block with the Valiant Rescuer. If I Heartfire my Cauldron Familiar into their Fox, they will have lethal if I don't keep shit back. Of course, if I swing in with Kroxa, deal 9, they're down to 5. I can almost... Wait a minute. We might have lethal here. There we go. We might have had lethal earlier, honestly. Anyways, picking up our first victory with this Lurrus, Rakdos, Mardu deck, whatever you want to call it. Arutha. I don't know if this is going to be the strongest keep we've ever had. But I don't know how I feel about mulliganing. Oh, it's another cycling deck. I tell ya. These decks are fucking everywhere. And they're really not that good. Maybe it's just the fact that they're so cheap that people are like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, well, let's get down to Mire Triton then. Obviously, making them discard the Kroxa isn't nearly as good, given that it is cycling and, well... We don't know for sure that we're going to hit whatever we're looking for, right? Thought Erasure. What kind of weird-ass cycling deck is this? Alright, so they should take Chance for Glory, as it is one of those cards that you really don't want your opponent to have. Kroxa is not a good target to make us discard. Mire Triton, I mean, maybe. But they should take Chance for Glory, as it is a pathway to victory for us, right? It's one of those things like if we play it and we play it at a good time, They can't, they literally can't stop it. So they should take Chance for Glory, unless of course they have another Thought Erasure. And then taking something like a Kroxa does avoid them having to discard, right? So, or so they thought. Oops. Yeah, I mean it's an escape card. I'm definitely not getting Lurrus down, that's for sure. I could play my Kroxa out of hand, but I'm just gonna play the Mire Triton for now. See what we hit. Mire's Grasp and our third Kroxa. All right. This game is just hell bent on giving us these Kroxas. It said you will have an Elder Giant and you will like it. God damn it! You will find a way to play it. Yes, Master. I will. I will indeed. So I'm very interested to see what our opponent has here. So far showing Grixis Lurrus, which is just bonkers, am I right? Just bonkers. Lazav. There's a card you don't see very often. Alright, so we're up to 4 mana. We could get a Kroxa down, but I'm not going to lie, I don't want to go exiling things from my graveyard quite yet. I also don't want to get the Lurrus down until I can also play the Mire's Grasp back with it. So we may just throw this down, tap, get down this Kroxa, call it a turn. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean? Alright, Kroxa. Do your work. Do your work. And now that we know that it's not cycling, or I mean, I guess it still could be cycling, some weird Lazav cycling deck, Mystical Dispute. I'm going to say it's a no on the cycling. We can throw this down tapped. And we get in for the 4 damage, or of course they block with Lazav, which is not a bad thing for us. Trading a Mire Triton for Lazav is A to the okay. A to the okay. Alright, so yeah, coming our next turn, we'll have enough mana for Lurrus plus, you know, insert card from graveyard here. Mire Triton, Kroxa, Mire's Grasp, Serrated Scorpion. Now they're leaving up 4 full mana, knowing that I have enough mana to get down my Lurrus plus other stuff, right? Here's the thing. We have Chance for Glory and we have Kroxas that we can play down. So the idea of us just getting down that and trying to win off that sounds kind of interesting. I think first and foremost, we definitely go for the swing in though, right? And then, let's say we play Lurrus. What happens? They go to play some removal. I then Heartfire my Lurrus into their face. They're down to 8 health. Okay. Come next turn. We still have Chance for Glory. We can swing in, deal 2. They're down to 6. Chance for Glory still only puts this to 4. If I put down a Kroxa this turn, we're making them discard, potentially putting them to 9. What are we giving up over here though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we don't have to get rid of Mire's Grasp. But we also can't Heartfire if we do this. I'm going to go for the Kroxa. So worried about this. So worried. Ah, you know what? Well, potentially we should have left the Scorpion. Because we have the Chance for Glory. But it would require us to have one more mana to Chance for Glory, play Scorpion, and be able to Heartfire the Scorpion, right? But who knows? We have Chance for Glory. They know we have Chance for Glory, which is enough to finish them for sure. So I'm gonna assume they have some removal here. 3 mana Murder Strider, maybe? The Devil. Okay. Still making him discard, though. Here's the curious thing to me. They're playing a Lazav, but it can only come back as cards with 2 mana or less thanks to the Lurrus. So, like, what are you playing your Lazav for, you know? This is a very strange deck. Very, very strange deck. Alright, so we got rid of the removal. I can play Lurrus easy now. Sorta, to a degree, I suppose. Let me do some math real quick. So if I play Lurrus, let's say they counter it. I can Heartfire my Lurrus. I still think I'm off by like 2 damage. Even with Chance for Glory. But you know. Lurrus is extra damage, so. And we're kind of out of options on what to play here. So. We'll do what we gotta do. We'll make it work. Alright, oh, we got lethal on this next turn, given things stay the same. Of course, I assume they would play their Lurrus sooner than just allow us to have lethal. They are indeed. And they get back their Lazav as well, which they probably will. Alright, now we play the fun game on how to finish our opponent off. How, oh how, oh how. Because Chance for Glory doesn't exactly finish him. We got an oven in the graveyard, but we have no way of getting to it until we can get our Lurrus back. Yeah, and this is why I said we should have left the Scorpion, because had we left the Scorpion come our last turn when I didn't have the ability to play that Mire's Grasp, we could have played the Scorpion back, and then this turn we could have Heartfired the Scorpion, and that would have been lethal. Now we're just at an awkward little position here. Alright, well we go for the swing in, and they obviously block with Lazav. Yep. Because they know if we hit, of course, we just have to Heartfire them. Alright, they got a Kroxa. And they get back a Lazav, I'm guessing. We're still so close to victory, yet so far away. Alrighty. Oh, you game. Well, let's try and get our Kroxa back. Even if it means losing out on some of this other beautiful, beautiful stuff. I don't know. So we're making them discard. What do we get? Ah, that's actually bad. It's not good. Not good. Not good. Alrighty. So they're trying to figure out how to stay alive. We're trying to figure out how to take them down. I feel like we've missed something along the way, minus the whole Scorpion thing, as I've already mentioned. But that's really you only see that if you're watching the game, you know, from the front back. That is nice. It's very nice, because now it means you have to swing in with your Lurrus if you want to gain any life and leave your Lazav back. I'm fairly sure. Yeah. So now you don't have a card to discard for the Kroxa whenever my Kroxa swings in. So they have to attack with Lurrus and leave their Lazav back, as I said. If you want to live, that's what you got to do. Arutha, you'll figure it out sooner or later. Because then they go up to 5 health. I swing with my Kroxa. They have something to block out against Kroxa. So. Swinging in with both is also incorrect, because then we just get our Kroxa to go free. So the correct answer is to just swing in with the Lurrus. There you go. Beautiful. Arutha. Alrighty. Down to 5. So glad we could share this moment. I don't think you should play your Kroxa back either. It doesn't do anything for you. Don't do it. It doesn't do anything. You just get... Alrighty, well, Heartfire, that's going to be GG, right? So you swing in with Kroxa, you deal 3, then you Heartfire them in the face. Alrighty, beautiful. Ron Skull gonna be our next foe. No. That was a whole no. Heartless Act. So it's Dimir. Dimir Flash? Probably. You gotta respect them playing the Spectral Sailor, though, at sorcery speed and just giving 0 fucks about it all. They have more removal. They, like, have to have more removal. You know what I mean? There's no way this Dreadhorde Butcher just gets in for the free ski. Absolutely 0. 0 possibility, actually. So what do they have? Flash Creature, or, yeah, Brownborn. Alright, well, that means they don't want to block the Butcher, but they also probably don't want to block the Robber. You're gonna trade. Ooh. But you can't block the Butcher. Alrighty. Interesting choices all around. If I can get in with one more turn with a Robber, as long as they haven't gained any counters on their Brownborn, I think we're fine. And they shouldn't have gained any counters until after we swing, right? Right, so we swing in with everything. We go next to blockers. Next to damage. Wow, they actually traded out that time? Interesting. So what do y'all think? They have counter magic here? Let's see. Serrated up, and it's sticking. Which means they definitely have something they can throw out there, which means it's probably counter magic. So let us... Do we care more about drawing the card or killing their creature? I think we care more about drawing the card. There it is. There's the Mystical Dispute. Oh, although since it is a Mystical Dispute, it would have been wiser to play the Heartless Sack. But again, that's one of those things that you don't know until you play it, right? I guess you could take a good estimate, given what they've played thus far. So Sea Dasher coming down on the Spectral Sailor for our foe. That means they're probably still going to swing in, yeah, with it. Which is, I guess, fine. Fine by me. So we're staying at 3 mana, I'm sorry, 4. They only have 2 mana. Surely it's not an Essence Capture, right? Ooh, taking a Slither Wisp, too. Well, that's not bad. And then we'll get down to Witch's Oven. And, yeah, this is pretty much a GG here. Right? Because our Dreadhorde is to the point where now they can't really kill it without having some serious repercussions. And they're still just swinging all in. They're just wholeheartedly... Nope. This is what's happening. Alrighty. Ron Skull just gonna concede it out. Fantastic.